So we are working on test classes, right? Okay. So let me give you introduction, just back up what we have done in the last session. Okay. So creation of test classes is very simple. Just you have to use annotation at the rate is test. That's it. Okay. Let us show you. See, when you make at the rate is test, that means this class becomes as a test class. Okay. And when you put method name as a test method, okay, then you can convert this method as a test method. Okay. So there is a button when you click on this run test, a test method will be going to be run accordingly. See here, you can see, right? Right. When you open this, that two methods are there, but out of these two methods, only the method which is having a test method keyword, that one consider as a test method. Okay. That's what. See, that's very simple. Like, you have to cover the positive scenario and negative scenario in the test methods. Let us say, for example, let me check that do I have any triggers in my project or not. Yeah, there are different types of triggers are there. Let's open this. Okay, this is account trigger. What it is doing? Now I'm trying to write a trigger. Now I'm trying to write a test class for a trigger. Okay, when I consider this is an account. Okay, after insert, whenever account is created, you're trying to associate a contact for it. Okay, whenever a new account has been created, your code, what it is doing, it is trying to create a new contact and associate to that one. Okay, now I'm going to write a test class for this one. Come here, new test, right? So for triggers, you need not to explicitly call it. మీరేమి స్పెషల్గా ట్రిగ్గర్స్ని కాల్ చేయాల్సిన పని లేదు. ఓకే, నువ్వు రికార్డ్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తే చాలు, అదే ఆటోమేటిక్గా కాల్ చేసుకుంటుంది. So let's make this class as a test class. Is test. Just create a method, public static void do test, whatever it may be, and convert this method to a test method. Now this one becomes as a test method. Now what you have to do, you have to create an account. That's it. You have to supply the account data. That means create an account, right? A dot name equal to, I will just give it as a test name, test object name. I just given like this. Okay, and I'm trying to insert an account, right? So while I'm inserting an account, definitely I want to use test dot start test and test dot stop test. This is also we have seen in the last session. We came to know that test dot start and test dot stop will refresh the governor limits. Okay, so the governor limits are accountable for this one. Okay, now after completion of that one, I will write query on contact, select id comma account id comma last name from contact, and we know that only one contact is going to be associated, contact on equal to. If you want, you can use it as a list also, no problem, right? So this is a contact list. Okay, now you can check it. System dot asset, we already used asset condition saying that whether you want to check the expected results and actual results. So what I'm expecting is, I'm expecting this one as a true, and I'm expecting this one should have a size. Okay, size, that means okay, I'll go for a size not equal to 0. Okay, or else you can directly make it as is empty. So not of is empty means it is nothing but a true. I'm expecting this one. So what I can put, contacts not inserted. So this is what the error message I am expecting. Let me save it. Not only this one, you can put additional asset conditions also. Saying that this is the name, right? I'll just copy this name, provide here. So as of your trigger, it supplies account name as a contact slash name. Okay, account name as a contact slash name. So that's the reason I'll just put like 0 of. Don't ask me what is 0 of last name. So system will compare what is the last name of your contact, is this matching or not. So like this. So you have to predict the results from your test class. So you know how to run a test class from this, right? And you also know how to run a test class from here as well. So come here, click on develop. There is Apex text executions. Okay. Click the selected test. So here you can choose your test and you can run it. So your test class is going to be run and it is passed successfully. Okay, and it is passed successfully. You can open your triggers like this and you can check how many lines of code has been covered. See, it covered 100%. It covered 100%. And we never received any error. We never received any error. Right? Even you can check it from here as well. Becomes as 100. Right? If you faced any error, like, the contact, I never created a contact in this. I just created an account. But where the contact has been created? Contact has been created inside a trigger. That is what. This is a simple trigger. Okay. And I have written a test class for it. Right? So this is the way how I can test, how I can check the expect results and actual results. It should be come from the test.stop and test.stop only. Okay. After this is what people will generally do. Okay. Now let me write a positive situation and negative situation for this. If you observe this one, okay, and it is trying to insert a contact and it is having the phone number and account name, right? And it is trying to insert a contact. Now let me try. See, sometimes people can also write public static void supply data. This is a method. Okay. That is a method. Cut this method and put it here. Okay. I just place it there. This is a method, right? Here, I can also mention like this @test setup. Remember this most asked brilliant question, test setup. Okay, I'll create another method. Public static test method void do test 100, whatever it may be. Observe this clearly. Right? I just created a test data here. Okay. Save it. Test setup. The beauty of test setup is whatever the data you created inside this method, okay, the data will be supplied to here. Let us say, for example, if I don't have this one, what happens? Okay, if I don't have this one, what happens? I have to create 2 times. Okay, I will create 2 times and I'm checking something. whatever it may be. Here I want to supply a phone number. Are you getting the point? 2 times I have been inserted. 2 times. This is 1 and this is 2. Core redundancy is there. So instead of that, when you enable this one, okay, you need not to write the data completely here. Okay. But I want to supply a phone number in this method, but not in this method. Okay. What you will do, you'll just make a query of that. Select ID comma phone from account, right? I'm making as a limit 1. Limit 1 means, why the reason I put a limit 1 means I'm just directly assigning to an object. Okay. ACC dot phone equal to, I can supply like this. Right. Even I can put the same query here. I can manipulate. I can manipulate here. ACC dot name equal to test setup demo. See, I just created one record and I'm trying to do something update here. I'm trying to update here. Right. Here I updated account name. Here I updated a phone number, but it supplies the same account. So if you want to check, let's come here, save it. ఇది గనక డేటా సప్లై చేయకపోతే ఇది నల్ ఉంటుంది, ఎంటీ వస్తుంది, నల్ పాయింటర్ ఎక్సెప్షన్ వస్తుంది. See, it supplied data, right? It supplied the data successfully into these 2 methods. So that is the power of test setup. Okay, because for every positive situations and for every negative situations, like sometimes I have to check the bulkification of my code. So sometimes I have to check different scenarios. Definitely I have to write a multiple test methods. చాలా సార్లు చాలా సినారియోస్ నేను టెస్ట్ చేయాలి అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఖచ్చితంగా చాలా టెస్ట్ మెథడ్స్ రాయాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు 10 టెస్ట్ మెథడ్ రాశాను అనుకో, 10 టెస్ట్ మెథడ్లో అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, కాంటాక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, ఆపర్చునిటీ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, ఎన్నిసార్లు క్రియేట్ చేస్తాను. సో దాని బదులు ఒక మెథడ్లో ఆ అకౌంట్, కాంటాక్ట్, ఆపర్చునిటీ డేటాని క్రియేట్ చేయి. ఓకే, క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత దానికి టెస్ట్ సెటప్ అని పెట్టు. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, దీనిలో ఉన్న కోడ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో, దీనిలో ఉన్న డేటా ఏదైతే ఇన్సర్ట్ అయిందో, that data will be visibility to all test methods. That's why we make it as a test setup. Test setup. Okay, this is a most askable interview question. This is another annotation, test setup. Yeah, bad jobs అయ్యేం రాయలేదా? Let us say we have written some batch job classes and some contract triggers and coupon code batch job. So let me write a test class for this one. Okay. See, if you observe here, there is a contact trigger handler. Open it. What is contact trigger handler is doing here? it will count the number of contacts, right? Let's open the trigger. Right, see what this is doing. Okay, so this is a contact trigger, do insertion update something. Okay, we are passing logic to this method. What this logic is doing, based on the account, and it will query the contacts data, and it is going to be populate a value here, right? Okay, so that means the count of values we are populating. Let us say this situation is very simple. There are 5 contacts for a particular account. There is a custom field on account saying that count of contacts, and the value will be the 5. Okay, that is what the logic it is saying. So now I would like to write a test class for this one. Come here, select a new class, put like this, underscore test. Okay, make this class as @is test. So first I'm making it as a public static void, okay, do insertion, something, whatever it may be. Okay, what I have to do, I have to create account record and contact record. So for that reason, see, public static void data supply, whatever it may be. You just write whatever the name. I'm making as @test setup. Here I will create account. Okay, here I created an account. So now do insertion. What insertion? Contact. Okay, here I will query the account. ID from account. Right. Now I'll create a contact. So how I'm creating a contact means I will supply for loop. I will create multiple contacts. I'll create multiple contacts. Integer I equal to 0, I is then of 5, I plus plus, and making contact C equal to new contact C dot last name equal to some name. Okay. Contact list equal to new list of contact. Copy this one, try to add it to a list, and supply DML like insert contact. Right. So here C dot account ID, I will supply account ID as a.id. Okay, save it. I never created account here. I just created on the test setup. Okay, and I'm trying to insert a 5 contacts to the respective account. Now here you can put test dot start test, test dot stop test. right? Now let's write a query, because after check your results. So here you have to check the results. Check the results like select ID comma your account field. This is our goal, right? From account. Right. So now you got a count of contact. So let me add system.asset. Asset equals. So here I will give it as a true, and I'm checking the actual results. A dot, this one, okay, equals to how many contacts as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 contacts. I mean 5. So the size of the what we are expecting the size of here is 5 value. If any issue, it will say like a result is mismatched. Let me save this one. What is the error? From account, select ID. Okay. Okay, save it. Already A is there, so that's why I'm unable to make it a duplicate. Now let us see. See, for this method, account data is supplied. Okay. And I got A.ID, and I try to insert the contacts, and contacts are associated with that. How many contacts means I'm expecting 5 contacts. Again, I queried it, the account after updation. Let me see. Test method, save it, run it. See, it got failed. Let me check why it is failed. Saying that validation exception. Okay, account number must not be a blank. So might be here there is a validation rule saying that account number is required. So A dot account number. Let me fill up some account number, whatever it may be. Let me try to say. Again, it got failed. The reason, again, DML required field is missing. Serial number required field is okay. In this arc, multiple fields are required here. Okay, run test now. Again, it is got failed. Now let us see why it is failed. Saying that asset condition is failed. Result not matched. Expected true, but actual is false. What I expected. So I expected true, but actually is false. So let me know how many values came. So you can append the result here. Okay. ఇది కొంచెం రిజల్ట్ చూపిస్తుంది అప్పుడు నీకు ఎర్రరే వస్తుంది బట్ ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ లో కొంచెం అపెండ్ అవుతుంది ఎంత ఉంది సైజ్ అనేది. Asset condition fails. Asset condition failed. Null వస్తుంది. ఎంత వస్తుంది? Null వస్తుంది. The reason why it is null, we have to check it. Okay. So how you can check means, okay, run అవ్వలేదా? So might be error రావటం వల్ల లోపలికి వెళ్ళట్లేదు, but let's wait. This is a contact trigger. Let me check whether this contact trigger is in the active or not. So contact trigger inactive only. That is the reason. See, being an experience, you have to tell like whether the contact has been active or not, trigger has been active or not. Okay, come here. Now let me run the test. ఎలా చెప్పాను అంటే అసలు ఇక్కడ లైన్స్ కవర్ అవట్లే, కాంటాక్ట్ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది బట్ లైన్స్ కవర్ అవట్లేదు అంటే ఖచ్చితంగా ఏమై ఉండాలి. సో సి ఓన్లీ ఇన్సర్ట్ ఆపరేషన్ చేశాను కాబట్టి ఇన్సర్ట్ లోకి వెళ్ళింది. ఓకే, ఇక్కడికి వచ్చింది. సో ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి ఇన్సర్ట్ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వెళ్తుంది, ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి ఇదంతా కవర్ అయింది, కాంటాక్ట్ అంతా అప్డేట్ అయింది. ఓకే, బట్ స్టిల్ వి గాట్ అన్ ఎర్రర్. లెట్ మీ చెక్. డిఎంఎల్ ఎక్సెప్షన్ వచ్చింది మళ్ళీ. ఏంటంటే ప్లీజ్ ప్రొవైడ్ ద ఫోన్ నెంబర్. ఓకే, let's apply the phone number to this one. There is another validation rule. There is another trigger validation rule. It's firing. Okay, see from here also you can test it, right? You know how to run this test class. You know how to run from the Apex text execution. There is another option also for us. So come here, click on test. There is an option called neural. Click this. Choose your test class. Choose your test method. Okay, so ఏంటంటే దీనిలో స్పెషాలిటీ తర్వాత చెప్తా. దీనిలో ఉన్న స్పెషాలిటీ అంటే ఇక్కడి నుంచి రన్ చేయడం ద్వారా ఉండే స్పెషాలిటీ ఏంటంటే తర్వాత చెప్తా. జస్ట్ గివ్ మీ like 5 minutes of time. Run this one. See, now it got success, right? That means the expected results and actual results are the same, right? This is one of the test method where we have been written. So let me write one more test method for update. ఓకే, కాంటాక్ట్ అప్డేట్ కి రాస్తున్నాను. మొత్తం సేమ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ యూజ్ చేస్తా. సి కోడ్ రిడెండెన్సీ అగైన్. ఓకే, యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ యూజ్ చేస్తా, రైట్? ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాను, ఇన్సర్ట్ అయిన కాంటాక్ట్స్ ని కోరీ చేసుకుంటాను, ఆర్ ఎల్స్ డిలీట్ కి రాస్తా. లెట్ మీ రైట్ ఫర్ డిలీట్, రైట్? ఇన్సర్ట్ అయిన కాంటాక్ట్స్ ని కొరీ చేసుకొని డిలీట్ చేస్తా. సెలెక్ట్ ఐడి ఫ్రమ్ కాంటాక్ట్స్, ఓకే, ఫర్ కాంటాక్ట్ సి. ఓకే, ఏం చేస్తానంటే ఓన్లీ ఫ్యూ కాంటాక్ట్స్ కదా. I'll do one thing. I don't want to write a DML operation inside a for loop. So slide code variation. స్లైడ్ కోడ్ వేరియేషన్. ఇందులో ఏం చేస్తాను అంటే ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ రిజల్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఇది. దిస్ ఈస్ వాట్ మై ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ రిజల్ట్. ఓకే, సేమ్ ఇందాకటి కోడే, రైట్? ఆ తర్వాత కాంటాక్ట్స్ ని కొరీ చేసుకొని డిలీట్, ఒక కాంటాక్ట్ ని డిలీట్ చేయబోతుంది, ఒక కాంటాక్ట్ ని. సో ఈ టెస్ట్ మెథడ్ కి ఈ టెస్ట్ మెథడ్ కి సంబంధం లేదు. ఇక్కడ కూడా 5 కాంటాక్ట్స్ ఇన్సర్ట్ అవుతాయి, సేమ్ అకౌంట్ సప్లై అవుతుంది, ఇక్కడ నుంచి సేమ్ అకౌంట్ సప్లై అవుతుంది, రైట్? ఫస్ట్ 5 కాంటాక్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి, తర్వాత డిలీట్ చేస్తున్నాం. డిలీట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎన్ని ఉండాలి? 4 ఉండాలి. నౌ లెట్ మీ గో అండ్ చెక్ అగైన్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ అ క్వరీ. So I'm expecting result as a 4 because one of the contact has been deleted kabatti. So such a way you have to do it, unit testing. Through code you are doing some unit testing. Okay, through code you are doing something unit testing here. Let me try. See, 2 test methods are there. When I run this one, how many test methods are going to be run? Let me check. See, 2 test methods run successfully. I want to make this one as up. See, 2 test methods run successfully. Delete also run successfully. అంటే ఖచ్చితంగా 4 ఉందనే కదా ఇక్కడ. ఒక రికార్డ్ డిలీట్ చేస్తే 4 అనేది కదా. So that means my trigger will also cover 80%. Now it covers the delete operation as well. చూడండి కావాలి, delete operation కూడా కవర్ చేసింది అది. రైట్, డిలీట్ ప్రాసెస్ కూడా కవర్ చేసింది. రైట్, ఇంకా అప్డేట్ ప్రాసెస్ కవర్ చేస్తే అయిపోతుంది. అప్డేట్ అండ్ డిలీట్. బట్ ఎనీవే the account data has been supplied from the test method. ఒకసారి రాశాను. ఓకే, నువ్వు ఇంకా దీన్ని కూడా జనరేట్ చేయొచ్చు. ఒక నార్మల్ మెథడ్ లో పడేసి దాన్ని జనరేట్ చేయొచ్చు. ఎలా? నౌ ఐ విల్ మేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ నార్మల్ మెథడ్. పబ్లిక్ స్టాటిక్ కాంటాక్ట్ ఇన్సర్షన్. సో కాంటాక్ట్ ఇన్సర్షన్స్ లో ఏం చేస్తున్నాను, ఇక్కడికి ఐడి సప్లై చేస్తా. ఓకే, cut this one and paste it here. Copy this method, paste it here. Code redundancy, a.id, right? I'll supply this data here. Contacts will be inserted and again next data will be continued. Copy this one. Now I don't require all this stuff. Supply this one, right? Save it. Right, what it is saying, method does not exist, incorrect signature. Okay, type static is not allowed on constructors. Public static, yeah, here you have to make it as a void because I didn't write a written type, right? So that's why it considered as a. Okay, now what else? C. This ACC you have to make it. Save it. See, I reduced the code. Now tell me, this is a test method. Sorry, this is a test setup method. This is a normal method. ID is not a valid. Correct, because directly you are passing ID, right? Okay, see, this is a test setup method. This is a normal method. These are the two set test methods, which is covering the negative, which is covering the insert scenario, which is covering the delete scenario. ఇందులో 2 టెస్ట్ మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. నేను ఇప్పుడు రన్ చేశాను అనుకో, ఇది ఆ 2 టెస్ట్ మెథడ్స్ రన్ అవుతాయి. సి, ఆ 2 టెస్ట్ మెథడ్ లో రన్ అయినాయి, రైట్? అదే ఇక్కడి నుంచి కూడా రన్ చేశాను అనుకో, ఆ 2 టెస్ట్ మెథడ్స్ రన్ అవుతాయి. See, 2 test methods has been run successfully and it is also passed. Recalculate అవుతుంది, it also passed. నాకు వద్దు ఈ రెండు వద్దు, ఒకటే రన్ అవ్వాలి. I just want to run only one particular method. So how you can do that one? If you want to run, నాకు only do contacts delete మాత్రమే రన్ అవ్వాలి, ఇన్సర్షన్ రన్ అవ్వకూడదు అంటున్నావు అనుకో, you click on this test, click on new run, choose your one. Now you choose whatever the test method you want. Oh, say in this class there are 2 test methods are there. I select only one of the test method and clicking on this and run that one. So నాకు 100 test methods ఉంటే అందులో ఒకటే రన్ అవ్వాలి అనుకున్నా, ఏదో పర్టికులర్లీ రన్ అవ్వాలి అనుకుంటే గనక I can also see only one test method. I can also choose it from the test new run. Rerun కొడితే మళ్ళీ రీకాలిక్యులేట్ అయ్యి రన్ అవుతుంది. every time. Okay, every time it run చేయాల్సిన పని లేదు. So you can make it like that. So this is the way how you write a test class for your negative scenarios or positive scenarios or triggers or whatever it may be. And also you please write test classes for the bad jobs. This coupon code bad job, please write test class for that. And write for this also. See, this is something different, a little bit of challenge this one. Okay, you have to create an account record. If you remember this one, the concept of this trigger is when you deactivate the user, that user related records need to be shifted to his manager. Okay, to write a test class for this one, definitely you have to create a user record inside your test class as like your account and contact. You have to create it. Okay, and create the account records as well, and try to inactivate the one of the user. Okay, then check whether the account records are shifted or not. Okay, similarly ఇది ఎలా అయితే చేసామో ఇది కూడా అలానే చేస్తారు. ఇక్కడ ఏం చేసాము, అకౌంట్ కాంటాక్ట్ డేటా ఇన్సర్ట్ చేసాం. ఇక్కడ యూజరు అకౌంట్ డేటా ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయాలి, యూజర్ అకౌంట్ డేటా ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయాలి, యూజర్ రికార్డ్ ని మోడిఫై చేయాలి. ఓకే, అప్డేట్ చేస్తే అకౌంట్ అప్డేట్ అయిందా లేదు చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఓనర్షిప్ అప్డేట్ అయిందా లేదు చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. దిస్ ఆల్సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ట్రిగ్గర్. We wrote some visual force pages, right? ఎక్కడ రాసాము విజువల్ ఫోర్సెస్? ఈఆర్ లో రాసామా? ఈఆర్ లో రాసాం విజువల్ ఫోర్స్ పేజెస్. Okay. Do anyone remember the org name?
I think integration user, sir.
Integration user. Yes, integration user. Integration user means sorry, at that time I don't have the arcs actually, so that's why I created multiple arcs. Yes. Now let's come this one. So for triggers ko cargo, bad job ko cargo, lightning ko cargo, visual force basis ko cargo. Close all this stuff. So these are the visual force pages, right? What we have been written. Okay, these are standard controller. For this visual force page, you don't require any test class because it's a standard one. This is also a standard controller. You do not require anything else. If a visual force page which is having like, custom controller, then only you have to write it. See, this is a page, okay, and it having some Apex class. Now you have to write a test class for this one. How you'll write? You have to launch this. You have to launch this page from your test class. See, test class నుంచి visual force page ni launch చేయాలి. Okay, లాంచ్ చేసి దీనిలోకి డేటా సప్లై చేస్తే అది ఇన్సర్ట్ అవుతుంది అంతే. చూద్దాం ఎలా చేయాలని. Come here, copy this one. Now I am writing a test class for a visual force pages related Apex class controller. Make this class as a test class. Is test public static test method void do something. Save this one. First you have to launch this page, right? What is this page name? Account input custom page. So how you can launch that one means, first you have to test dot start test, then okay, test dot I forgot the exact name. Set current page. What is that? Set current page. You have to put the page name. Page dot. What is your page name? Account input. Account input custom page. Save this one. Let me see it saved or not. Yeah, it's saved successfully. That means I'm launching visual force page. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. See, this is the way how you launch your visual force page. Okay, so test dot set current page. Page dot your visual force page. That means this page is loaded like this. Okay, so this page is loaded like this. What's there? Right now you have to fill these details and click on save button. Record will be saved successfully. So now let me try. Now this visual force page has this class, right? You have to instantiate this class because you need that object to reference. So this is the object to reference. This object means this one here, right? Object dot. Here you have to supply the account data. Here you have to supply the account data. As of now, I'll just put as a null. So how you will supply the account data means, create account equal to new account, a dot name equal to dummy vf page, a dot what fields are there? Phone industry rating, phone equal to something, a dot industry equal to computer banking, something ila information నేను insert చేయట్లేదు. I never inserted the account. Okay, but I supply this a object here. Okay, now what I will do, test dot stop. Insert చేయలే నేను, but when I query this one, select id comma account అని చెప్పిస్తున్నా. Okay, now I'll put asset condition here. Checking. My expected is true. What will be the actual? ACC not equal to null. Account is not created. Okay. See, I supplied account data. I supplied that account data to the controller as well. But one thing on the Visualforce page, you have to see it. You have to explicitly click on the save button. Then only account will be inserted. Right? Then only account will be inserted. Okay. So to call that one, you have to call obj dot here, obj dot save method. Then only your object will be inserted. So I just call this save method. Let me check. What? Any extra brace?
ID comma account should select ID comma.
Yeah. From much where? Right? Now click on run test. It failed. Let me check why it failed. It's saying that testing already started. అంటే దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఆల్రెడీ టెస్టింగ్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది. టెస్ట్ డాట్ స్టాప్ రాయాలి. చూసారా? స్టాప్ టెస్ట్. స్టాప్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాతనే కదా మనం యాక్చువల్ రిజల్ట్స్ చెక్ చేసేది. See, we got green color. That means account data has been inserted successfully. That means account is not equal to null. నేను ఎక్కడ insert statement రాయలా. Okay, your Apex class becomes 100%. Now this class is eligibility for it, right? So like this here, you will write a test classes. Okay, so there are some best practices for test class also. Following of best practices means you need to make CR data as a false, write positive scenario, negative scenario, use test setups, test.start and test.stop test, checking the using of asset conditions. All this comes under as a best practices of writing your test class. Okay. Writing of test class for a batch job is also similar. Okay, you have to start your batch job. Okay, and writing of test classes for your lightning also similar as like your Visualforce Kalaita rasam ala rastam చూద్దాం. Okay, and integrations go test class ఉంటుంది. Okay, I will start integrations from Monday. Okay, 3 sessions ఉంటాయి integrations, REST services and SOAP services. ఆ 3 సెషన్స్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ కూడా మనం టెస్ట్ క్లాస్ రాదు. ఓకే, సో సేమ్ సిగ్నేచర్, ఐఎమ్ ఫాలోయింగ్ ద సేమ్ సిగ్నేచర్ ఫర్ ఎ టెస్ట్ క్లాస్. ఓకే, బట్ బిఫోర్ రైటింగ్ ఎ టెస్ట్ క్లాస్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ద మెయిన్ క్లాస్ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ. ఓకే, సో రాసిన నాకు తెలుసు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళ రాయాలి నాకు తెలిసిపోతుంది, కానీ బట్ ఇండస్ట్రీకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఎవడో రాసిన కోడ్ ఉంటుంది, యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ఇట్ క్లియర్లీ ఫస్ట్. ఓకే, so once you understand the code, once you by hearted that code, then you can start writing a test class for that. Okay, so that's it for today. This is what I would like to deliver today. Okay, and we'll see you on Monday. On Monday, no, yeah, Monday. Yeah, we'll see you on Monday 11 o'clock on integrations. Okay, so thank you guys. I'll post this video, go through this video and complete all your test classes. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna.